I'm gonna open the door and turn the fan on here. Go on breeze today. Mike. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mike. Bienvenidos. And buenos días. Bienvenidos a todos. Welcome everybody. Welcome Mike. This stone's been getting a little bit of schmutz in it. Trying to make sure that it's got some grit to it. Soaked it a little bit. Trying to see what's in there down the bottom of that. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Mike might be able to answer this question. What do you do with your strop when it gets schmutzed up? Do you supposed to wash it? I mean, it's leather, but it's full of crap. It's not gonna do its job stropping, I don't think. There's a couple sides of it, you know. Don't stop believing. I mean, who doesn't like that song? All right, let's pick a couple chisels here. I'm superstitious that not having the garage door open is bad for my YouTube channel, but we'll find out. Remind me to sharpen this with gloves on. Interesting. Alright, so we need to, this is going to be my cornerstone chisel right here, I think, today. I might try that scratch it clean thing. Yeah, I'm gonna use some toothpaste. I don't have any compound, but I'll use some toothpaste like you put on your thing that day. Seemed to work. Yeah. Yeah, we do have the same strap. That's true. You weren't there the day that I actually put the toothpaste on. I think you were out that one. But I definitely gave a shout out to you because it was something I hadn't seen before. Wow. A bit of English to this too. HMPLL. Not sponsored. That's right. That's true. That's true. HMPLL gets a lot of play from us. A whole bunch of us. I guess that's what they get for having the best stone for the best price. Good morning, Pilato. Good morning, Wes. Pilato, Wes, Mike, all of them have great channels. So if you're in the chat and you're curious, check those out. I watched Forged in Fire last night. It was pretty cool. I don't know much about metalwork. It was cool to watch though. Morning, Plywood. Tom's in the house. All these members in here. Appreciate all my members. Hey, don't forget to double tap that screen and like this video. I'll probably open the garage door, though it is hot and humid outside, and I've gotten this garage pretty cool. You know, I am tempted to open the door up for the light. Dino, welcome back. Oh, I mean, it's hot comparatively till recently, so I'm kind of acclimated to the new comfortable temperatures, and it's in the 80s again and humid. Started out very foggy and humid this morning when I ran. I kind of get a sense for what it's going to do there. Let's do this mortise chisel. It's very nice. Just you would love it, Wes, because I'm sure it's similar down there, just warmer. I know you like the warmer temperatures. This is definitely in that ballpark. Like I got it cooled off in here with the window unit, but I hear they show our stuff to the brand, so there you go. I love my chisels. There you go, Narex. Check it out. You get shown an free advertisement every day, Narex. Love these Narex chisels. There you go. YouTube. Throw you a bone. And as I told y'all yesterday, the sides and edges of a mortise chisel are actually sharp. So I'm putting my gloves on so I don't get cut on that. Hi Heidi, what's up? So when you flip this around and sharpen the base, you're sharpening all the edges, right? I love my Narex chisels. In Dad's workshop, we use Narex chisels. You like that? Like I said, this stone's been getting a lot of that oil like back into it. So I had to work it a bit to get that stuff out. Wasn't sharpening much of anything. Put it back in its little bath. Check this out. Anybody curious about what vise I use? Don't be curious anymore. What's been doing all the heavy work is work IQ. Check it out. I could stand on this vise. Work IQ. Oh, Pilato, glad you got home safe. Pilato said he just got back from a caregiver stint. Yeah. We're glad to see that you made it back safely. Now, you can't see the end of this board, but the whole end of the board is actually holding out. So let's see how it holds up, right? I didn't say safely, says Pilato. Chardonnay, welcome. I guess I could hit this with the Forstner a bit, couldn't I? Plywood did come in, as a matter of fact. Mike said, did plywood come in? He did. We're foregoing the Forstner bit and just going with hands here. See how, if it turns out a little less blowout like that. Let's move my... Once I get this one made, I can line it up with the other side, the other stringer, and I'll have the general idea of where that mortise is going to go. Thank you, Pilato, for using that member privilege you have and welcoming all my members. If you are a member, you do have the ability to drop one of those chats right there and show people that you are a member. Mike donated 10 memberships yesterday. Wes has donated dozens of memberships. So I appreciate both of those two members for their contributions to my channel. both socially and, you know, financially. So big shout out to Pilato. Thank you for using that member privilege that you have to let folks know that you're a member. Oh, thank you, Pilato. Pilato said he did not realize his membership had expired and he just renewed it. Awesome. Awesome. Bill's here. Welcome, Bill. From Shoop's Wood Shop. Plywood has been a member for 2 months. Look at that. Showing his loyalty to the channel. Been a 2-month member. Thank you, Plywood, for your loyalty to our channel and for your membership. We are greatly appreciative of that. Norm, welcome. Another member. Norm Hughes. Tippity tap tap. I need y'all to tippity tap tap that like button. Double tap the screen. Appreciate Plywood's membership for over 2 months. Appreciate all my members, new and old. This is a lot more arduous, but seems like maybe it's cleaner going through. You would think the Forstner bit would not be too savage in there, but it just blows stuff out like crazy. What might say? Some of them are new and old. That is correct, Mike. Some of them are new and old. Edges are sharp on here, so when it goes down, if you're in a corner, it's gonna shave against that angle on the right, you know, the 90-degree angle as well. I love doing this so much. Let me move the camera so y'all can actually see what's going on. Raja, welcome. Shoop's Woodshop said, welcome to the joiners, using that member's privilege of dropping a shout out. Shout out to Big Shoop's wood shop with Heidi and Bill, and I appreciate y'all very much. Over there turning wood and all kinds of cool lathes. Awesome shop. As I said yesterday, do feel free to drop your, if you're a member, absolutely drop your link for your channel. If you know how to drop that hot link in there, drop it in there. Doesn't matter if you're a gifted member. All members, just drop your link in there. It's fine. Flip it. Just keep flipping it over and over again until you get to the middle. Kevin Ellis, another member, welcome. We're getting towards the middle here. Hopefully I made a stop cut on the inside. I do not know if I did. I did. I did indeed. Only mods can post links. Did not know that. I don't know how to change that from where I'm at. Heather might work on that. Drop a 1 in the chat if you want your link posted. And we'll work on getting your links on there. Or one of the other mods can do it. There's other mods in here. A tricky little spot right here where I might blow out if I don't come from the, I think I gotta come from the other side. Missed the first part of this, but Mike said the morale is definitely there. They had a rally for the first time in a long time. It was on the Richter scale. Heather, you can post ours. Can you post ours? Said Heidi. You probably grab that straight from my short. Or if you can't grab it from that channel. All right, there's Mike is making stuff. Oh, yeah. Football, college football. The Texas Tech basketball team was no joke last year. Got this one little lip right here. Trying to do it without blowing anything out. No, I don't think any of us saw it because the ECU game is what he's talking about. I did not. I was out of town actually, up in Virginia. Love this community. Appreciate everybody in it. Y'all see this community we're building? It's for real. That's Wes Does It. Chardonnay said hi to Raja. He may not be in anymore, Chardonnay. Sometimes he pops in and pops out. Well, the NIL money, there's a lot of stuff that goes into how they decide how that's distributed, but I'll let y'all Google that. Some schools got screwed for a couple years, so they're owed some NIL money, and that might be what happened with Texas Tech. You also can, I think you can save it. I don't know how I feel about the NIL. And that college football is like pro football now. I like that the kids can make money, you know. Chardonnay asked Mike about the fundraiser for his son's chorus class. Metal workers, apparently they make great knives and stuff, but like when they showed how sharp they were, I was like, dude, all the woodworkers I know got sharper tools than that. Like, it made me realize that knife makers are like not the same as people who make chisels, I guess. I'm gonna line these two stringers up. So far, we've seen the link from Mike is making stuff. Mike is making stuff, and we have seen the link from Wes Does It. I think Miss Heidi Shoop over there wanted her link dropped. If Heather can grab that when she gets a minute. It's got to come up. There we go. No, it's got to flip. Trying to line these two boards up, guys. Mike said, so I think it is the end of October that will cover the trip. Then I need to get after all the incidentals and get him a little so he can pick up souvenirs, etc. It's Mike said, what's the fundraiser for? Or Norm said, what's the fundraiser for? And fundraiser is for Mike's son to go on a course trip. They can often be very expensive, and you know, it marginalizes the kids that don't necessarily have wealthy parents. Usually they have payment plans, but even that's tough for some people. I know. I was a actual chorus teacher. Trips were actually prohibitive in the environment I was in because most of the kids could not afford them. School had to fund them. It's not uncommon for a trip to cost thousands of dollars per kid, you know, if you include everything nowadays. Don't slide out. Should I read that, Pilato, or should I ignore that? I don't know what I should do with that. Pilato said, souvenir comes from the French word for memories. Just let him get some of those. They're less expensive. Okay, Mr. Krabs. How did I do this yesterday, man? The pivot point should be right here. That's not working. Did it? Oh, I don't have enough space. Let me use the protractor again. Chardonnay says we're a mess. Mike said they're supposed to go in February or March, but they're wisely trying to get everyone's ducks in a row early. Yeah, you for spring trips, you got to start collecting money in the fall. You got to have all that organization done. A lot of band directors, choral directors are doing that stuff during the summer. All the organization. It's ready in the fall. Yeah, man, it's standing room only at Dollywood. I need to define the borders of this thing, so I'm going to use a drill bit. Hot, hot, hot. Ooh, that smells good. Dolly's attractions are attractive. Yeah, it's I think they said Branson is where they're going. Welcome everybody to Dad's Workshop. I'm Dad's Workshop Calvin. We come here to have this crafter round table, is like how I like to think of it. Every day or every weekday, about 10 a.m. till whenever, you know. Sometimes it's and then there's other crafters here, as I've mentioned earlier, that have their channels available that do stuff too. So you want to learn, you want to just hang out and stuff like that, just come around and make sure you subscribe or become a member, because sometimes it's members only up in here. Actually, a lot of the time it is. Now I'm going to go from the other side with a larger Forstner bit. Although my results last time with just chisels weren't too bad. It's a little tricky at the end. If you build it, they will come. Oh my God, that's true. Ooh, I forgot about this bait. Got this other Japanese mortise chisel I had laying around. I think it's pretty sharp. I recently sharpened it. Using the back side of the chisel here to clean up those edges. Look at my chat may have just lagged here. Let me scoot it down. Double tap that like if you haven't done so yet. Sometimes even folks, oh, okay, here we go. Wes has returned. I see. I did not see any of that. Whoa, hold on. Okay, yeah, there's Chardonnay with her message of 3 months of being a member. Appreciate Chardonnay and that 3 months of membership. If you are a member, usually if you click that little $sign, doesn't cost you anything. You can drop a shout out in the chat that shows how long you've been a member and that you're a member, and puts a little colorful chat box in there that catches my eye. After I finish these stringers and know that the rungs are in properly, I will put them through the thickness planer to remove some material. Kevin Ellis, appreciate you being here. Kevin has been a member for a month. We appreciate Kevin. Man, I love this community. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. I want to do this a little gently here. Oh, that was a little bit less than gently, but see. Whoa, hold on there. What did I just see? See, I'm missing stuff, I'm missing stuff, I'm missing stuff. We'll wait till the chat comes back. Wait till the chat comes back. Maybe I do need to open the garage door. Okay, what I think I see is that Wes just sent 5 Dad's Workshop gift memberships. He just sent 5 Dad's Workshop gift memberships. So what Wes is asking for is the old drum roll please. Thank you, Wes, for those 5 gift memberships. And apologize to anybody I scared off, but here you go again. Wes does it with the 5 gift memberships to Dad's Workshop. It's highly appreciated. We love our community. Wes does it. Wes is doing it, continuing to do it. Check out his channel. Thank you, Wes. Thank you, all members. And then I'm humbled, and I want to show the right amount of humility for the gifts that I've been given. I definitely spent the morning, I spend every morning trying to approach my day positively, and I'm so thankful. I'm thankful, I'm appreciative, and humbled by the gifts. By your gift, Wes. Very humbled. Let me take that more. Pilato got to roll out. Pilato, see you later, buddy. Appreciate Pilato being here. Trying to get these corners though. I might take a small chisel to them. Like, my tendons are not going to have rounded corners, so they got to be squared off, man. So this mortise chisel is really what you want to use. I got to keep my hand away from the business end of this thing because that whole edge is sharp down there. Corner looks better already. It's kind of what these are meant for. Thanks again to Wes for those 5 gift memberships. I always want to retain my... Oh, thank you, Wes. Wes said I'm humbled by that chisel work. I'm trying to... Oh, well, I forgot what I was saying. Anyway. Thank you to Wes for those memberships. Oh, I try to retain my members. So, I love my members, and the ones that are gifted memberships, you all are very important to me too. So I try to spend my week, besides doing these live streams and playing around, like figuring out ways to appreciate my members. Well, I have one at my dad's place too. I want to bring it home. It belongs here. Hope he doesn't use it for anything, that it's not supposed to be used for, because it's easy to ruin these. Real great on these corners though right now. I should have probably been using it on all the other corners. Like if you look at a mortise press, it just looks like one of these, except for it's hollowed out, right? It's like got a drill bit and it shakes. I don't know if y'all have seen a mortise press before, or a bench mortizer. If you're not into timber framing, you probably haven't seen a bench mortizer. Is the ones that sits on a bench and you pull the it's like a chainsaw goes down in there. And then a mortise press is more like a drill press with a special attachment on it. Bench mortizer is more like a chisel chainsaw, skip chainsaw. Tiny one. You could probably make one. Mike could probably make a mortise press. If you take it like an tiny electric chainsaw, and you can find a way to mount it, you could probably use wood to build it, or if you can fabricate metal. All you need to make it so it clamps on your wood and can be pressed down onto it. Woodshed by Dan, welcome. Let me go back. I didn't see who the 5 gift memberships went to, so I need to like look. Booba dooba. You could be the lucky gift recipient of a dad's. Oh, Keith Shuck, Nikki New, Electric Whittler, Murphy. That's what I'm seeing. And then my chat died right there. Do. Keith Shuck, Nikki New, Electric Whittler, Murphy, Makers Murphy. Thank you. Thank y'all. Appreciate you. Well, we found Makers Murphy, didn't we, Wes? And then definitely in your account, allow gift memberships if you're one of these folks that never gets one, and maybe that your account's not allowing them. So check that out. Gonna have to come in, I can tell you right now. Actually, that's not too bad. Yeah, I'm happy for all of the folks that, oh sorry, I didn't mean to hit my microphone there. Woodshed by Dan said, Norm, Mike, Heather, Wes, Chardonnay, Plywood, and everyone, hello. This is... Yeah, so like a mortise press is nothing but a hollow chisel with a bit inside of it, basically. It has a very sharp edge on it. That's what I see. I could be wrong. This one's loosey-goosey. Also angular here. I might have to work that piece of wood there, I think. The funkiest one is with that one right there. Don't love that, but we're gonna put it in place for a minute. I gotta take a piece of wood out of that one. I might be able to do it from this position, but I don't want to mess my chisels up here. Lord have mercy, that does not look good. It's good. This one's gonna be real loose too. Yeah, oh yeah, that's bad. It's all right though. We already said I'm gonna put this thing through the thickness planer, so I'm not too worried. But that is some severe blowout. Let me see if I can mitigate that a little bit here, and maybe glue it back down. I shouldn't have come from that direction. That was a bad decision. It just needs to slide up. These are 15-degree angles. It just needs to slide up in there a little bit. If it's loose, that's fine. The other ones are tight. Trying to knock this blowout back in place, because even going through the surface planer is going to want to pull that up, the thickness planer. Bench mortizer, yeah, that would be a tool that I would really want to get, because I do a lot of mortises. So, but it would take all the hand fun, you know, the fun out of the hand working of the joints. You would just basically push the bench mortizer in, and you know, you're done. Definitely, if you're making multiple pieces of furniture, it's advantageous to have such a piece of equipment. I have never seen videos of people repairing wood with dried ramen noodles. Huh. Nope. I walked up the ladder yesterday with no glue and no nothing in it. Even with a couple of loose steps on it, it still worked. So this one I got to watch out for. We got a whole piece of blowout right here. But like I said, look, and then blowout here. I'm going to take this down at least that far. It should be fine. With just this much support wood there, we'll take it through a couple passes and see what comes out. But I think I can take this down quite a bit. That's why having a 2x4 to start with is not bad. Alrighty, so yeah, try it again. This one says 2. Ooh, that fits perfectly. This one's not labeled. This one says 3. This is the one that goes in that questionable one. Now it can sit right. It's a little loose, but that's okay. This one is the top one. Oh, no, this is number 4. I'm going to back it up a bit so y'all can see the whole thing. And see me struggle with it a little bit. That's probably okay. And the top. As with anything, I got a little better as I went on. This is the kind of tricky bit here. Like the joinery version of whack-a-mole. It may or may not work. I don't know. We'll see. It's hung up on one here. We're gonna round off the top of it too, because it's kids. You don't want them hitting their heads on these corners that you can't see in your camera angle probably. I'm psyched, dude. It worked. And I was a little snobby about it and even made mortises. I wasn't going to do that originally. I was just going to cut dados and put them through. So now it's about actually making it look good. Part of that is going to be, you know, sanding each piece. I could do that individually. Man, I'm psyched. That worked. And then we got to, it definitely has to be glued up. I'll put the camera on me climbing on it with no glue, no nothing, so y'all can see, giving it the true test. There goes nothing. Ready, y'all? I'm not gonna fall. Check out my socks. Got Squidward and some Reese's on them. I got some wood chips on there too. Oh my gosh, don't fall now. There's no glue. There's no hardware. There's no nothing. Rely on that stuff last. You know what I mean? Bing, bong, bang. Did it. Y'all saw that, didn't you? Y'all saw that. Okay. Oh, bye, Dan. See you later, buddy. Before we go on, let's see what Chardonnay put in here. Looks like they're in mail call, mail call, mail call. Looks like they're in individual packs. I almost hasten. I hesitate to open these. Wow, look at that. I'm gonna open one of these. Okay, so here's what's in the box. Can y'all see? Elegant Woodcraft, welcome. Got a mail call from Chardonnay boys today. Oh, cool, look at that. This is like a ruler. It's got little pencil points in it. That's a cool thing. Can y'all see that? It's got a pivot point on it too. That's pretty cool. Somebody who knows what that is. It looks like it's going to be useful though. Kind of like a compass. You notice how I said compass? Like that. All right, here's what else came in here. Chardonnay made these things, and they're made with a 3D printer. And what they are is they got like passive RFID chips inside of them. So when you take one of them, and I'll go in front of the camera and do it with my phone. All right. So if I do this correctly, and I have to leave this here. Boo, boo, boo. Do I need an app? I might need an app. But it should be. Chardonnay can let us know. Do we need an app for these? So what happens is, and I got a video of Chardonnay doing it, so I'll show y'all. It's the first real Dad's Workshop swag. There you go. That's for so you tap this against your screen, boom, there's a me on there. And then, oh, only one has an RFID chip. These other ones are just swaggy. See my dad's workshop keychains? Checking them out. Check them out. The one that's marked with the NFC chip on a sticker. Yeah, oh, I'm going to make a short. Wes does it, said I can show you in a short. I told Chardonnay I'll make a short over it. Let me see if the one. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, okay, that's this one. All right. Put this back in this pouch. Man, thank you, Chardonnay. Let me show you the one with the thing, dude, that does the thing. Zoom in for this. Like that. That's how I roll. Besides how I roll. All right, here we go. Should work, unless I need a nap. I saw her do it before. All right, here's Dad's workshop. Boom. I think all you got to do is tap it. Nope, hold on. Nope, I'll have to do it later. Doesn't look like it's working for me. Boom. You got to get an app. All right, Shar can show me how to do it, and I'll make sure that I make a short of it. But this one, if you tap it, it'll take you right to Dad's workshop, which is cool. Super cool. Appreciate you, Shar. We got all of these mailers here. So it looks like gonna be some giveaways with some Dad's workshop swag, or as Schmoke would say, swag. Well, let's put these nicely back away and box them. But this is Shar from a 3D printer. She made these. Thank you so much, Chardonnay. And also this ruler looks like she made. This is really cool. Made with love by robots. You're putting it to the front, tap it to the back. Okay. See, I got one phone to do this with here. Tap it to the back. Let me see. You have to put your camera app on. I think my phone's stupid. I'll make sure that it works out. Yeah, we'll make sure that it works. But here's the one. I'm gonna show y'all what it does in the short. Well, let me do a quick water break, folks, and then I'll be back. Dad's workshop. We're gonna push to the lunch hour. Work to do in this workshop. Shout out to Shar for all of the gifts and all the swag. Super thankful, like I say, super grateful. Thankful for Wes for his membership donation today too. Where'd I put my box? Drum roll for the swag. Where we are here we go. Drum roll for the flag. Thank you so much for that. Alrighty. Let's back it up, back it up. Tripod is being weird. So I had this idea, guys, and I hated the rail that I made last, so everybody liked this rail. If I simplify it and make it so this rail can attach like this, because we have a flat side here that I can work with, it makes it simpler. I'm thinking that's possible, but I also am a wishful thinker, so Move my ladder down here. Nobody likes that planer when I start grinding that planer on here, so I won't do that to you. I do kind of want to dowel each one of these, but I got to clean those up first. I hate that last rail, y'all. Sorry. You know what, folks? I'm gonna let y'all go for a little bit. I got to set up for this next bit, and I have some work I want to do off air to make sure that I'm prepared. I'm gonna set up some curves on those. I'll be back about let's say after 12:30. If Wes or Mike is someone going live, y'all want to drop a time in there, let the folks know that you're going live. That's cool. I would definitely pop in there. Yeah, man, I want to use this rail so bad now, and it looks even better with that ladder there because the ladder is so rigid in structure. So if somebody's going live, I'd love to pop back on here after lunchtime. We'll do a members only chat, and I'll work on curving those. If I can't get figure this out, I'll work on curving the tops of those the ladder so that we have curved edges. And then once we get a rail on there, and I have the other rail kind of ready, once we get a rail on there, we're done. Truck shopping today, so no live from Wes. How about Mike? If Mike is still in the chat, or if the Shoops are, or if anybody else is going live, let us know. Otherwise, I'll be back, let's say lunchtime-ish, 12:30, and we'll be working on more stuff here at Dad's Workshop. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. We are here a lot of the daytime to fill y'all's boredom. All we want to do is just make y'all's lives less boring. So thank you for being here, everybody. Thank you to Wes for the gift. Thank you to Mike for the gift yesterday. Thank you to Chardonnay for the swag. All the members that were in the chat today, thank you for being members. Appreciate everybody. I will be back around 12:30ish to work more on curving stuff and making it more kid friendly. And also, I'll put that ladder through the planer. Thank you, everybody. Love y'all. Do the next right thing. We will see you later. This is Dad's Workshop.